What's up, everybody? We're back on the Hunter Call the Wild, another live stream. It's looking like, so for those of you that are over on Twitch, we've got a poll running on YouTube on what we're hunting today. And there is 40% votes for fallow and whitetail deer. So it looks like we're going to be going for fallow deer and whitetail deer today. And, you know, maybe more if we've got some time after those two. But it looks like fallow deer and whitetail win the vote. Not gonna lie, I expected Fox to win it, but Fox didn't, surprisingly. Brand, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Got my first diamond croc. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. That is super awesome. Okay, let's jump into the fallow grinding then. Let's get her done, brother. Get her done and get her going. Boom. Also, I think I'm going to make one change to my alerts real quick. I'm going to make one change to my alerts real quickly. And let's see, where is it? I just want to essentially make it so that all of the super chats pop up on screen, regardless of, like, the value of them. Brand, thank you for the super chat once again, dude. My favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that, my dude. Holy, that's insane. Okay, there we go. That should fix it. Boom. All right. So now all of them should pop up regardless of how much they are. Let's get to grinding some fallow, though. Been a few days since we hunted the fallow. Nice, Elijah. Nice. You got 2 great one fallow, 1 in 551 kills, and then 1 in 59. That's insane, Hunter Call of the Wild, Jack. That is insane. You got a super rare albino too? Dude, your grinds are popping off. They're absolutely popping off, man. That's crazy. How to get a great one whitetail? Shoot lots of male whitetail until hopefully one spawns. It can take anywhere from like a few hundred to a few thousand kills, and if you're really unlucky, 10K plus. You missed a membership? Oh, crap, I did. Let me scroll up. Jets Gaming, thank you for the membership, dude. Welcome back. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Hunter82 and a bunch of other numbers? I'm not going to read the whole thing. That's a lot of numbers. What's up, Squidster? Brand, thank you for the super chat, dude. You should do more collabs with KG. There's definitely a possibility of that happening. I've been talking to him a little bit. We're trying to figure out a time where we can possibly do something else. Not sure what it will be or when it will be at this point, but we've talked about it. We have talked about it a little bit. Guys, we're at 420 kills on the grind. Nice. FQ, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hey, Crow, watched for quite a while. Love the content. Let's go, dude. I'm glad you enjoy it. Glad you enjoy the content here. Getting close to a great one fallow at 1,208 kills. The thing is, man, like, you can't predict when you're getting close. Do they just kind of pop when they want to, you know? You're never going to be able to predict when it's going to show up. Oh, crap. I just realized I didn't put the Twitch viewer count on stream either. I should probably do that. Man, Scarecrow's all over the place, guys. It's been like, what, 4 or 5 days since I streamed last? I'm going to blame it on that. I'm going to blame it on that. Scarecrow's rusty. It's been too many days since the last stream. Oh, man. There we go. That should be good now. We should be good to go now. Beautiful. Just got my first great one. Let's go, Mason. That's awesome. I'm doing good, Brady. Yeah, Pharaoh, Fallow won. It did. I let the YouTube chat vote on it, and Fallow/Whitetail was the winner. By a pretty decent margin. I mean, the two Fallow votes had 80%, I think. They had about 80% of the total votes. The options with, like, Black Bear and Fox and, you know, stuff like that did not do well at all, sadly. But it is what it is, man. Yo, what's up, Jenna? Nice new profile picture, by the way. I like it. Fantastic. It's got my first Fallow great one. It was my first great one ever. Let's go, Shrek. That's awesome. Your two great ones were Fabled Painted Elk Rack and Fabled Silver Mickey Mouse Rack. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. Drake, thank you so much for the super chat. Can I hunt with you someday? Probably not, man, unless you find me in a multiplayer session, because I don't really do like I don't do any like viewer hunts, because like at this point the channel's got so many people that watch it that if I do it with one person, it's not going to be fair to everybody else, and I'm going to have a ton of other people asking me like, hunt with me, hunt with me, hunt with me. So I'm not going to do that, unfortunately, man. I wish I could. It's just with how much the channel has grown over the years, it's impossible for me to do those anymore without it being like unfair and making a bunch of other people feel left out. I wish it was more feasible, but Mason, thank you so much for the 10 months. Really appreciate it. EC Gaming, thank you for the super chat as well. Thank you so much, dude. Any tips for Fallow? Been shooting down solos for 4 weeks. I mean, it's pretty much just like any other grind, man. Like, you need to just get lucky with a lot of it when it comes to shooting animals down. If you're trying to shoot the animals down, there's not really anything you can do to speed it up aside from like stacking in your main zones. Like, you can stack some animals in the main zones, but like aside from that, there's no way to speed it up. At that point, you kind of just got to keep shooting them till they respawn as lower level animals. There is some luck involved with that, you know? You got to get lucky with them respawning as a lower level. Hockey Tyler, thank you for the Prime sub. Really appreciate it. Why am I not getting the alert sounds popping up, man? Why is it not working right? I swear it's just bugging out. Let me refresh the cache of current page. Like, I'm not getting any alert sounds, and I don't know why. Streamlabs being Streamlabs, as always. Brant, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You're my good luck charm. Just got a super rare. Let's go, dude. Let's go. All right, I'm going to mess around with the alert box once again. I promise I won't be doing this all stream, guys. I just need to figure this out. Let's see. So that was for a Twitch sub, right? That was for a Prime sub. Was that resub or... Okay, that was not a resub, so that should have just been considered a normal sub. Why isn't it playing the audio? I don't get it, man. Why isn't it playing... Oh my gosh, I don't have an audio file selected. Oh my gosh, chat. There's no way that's... Oh my gosh. This might be loud. Close your ears if it is, chat. I don't know. We're gonna hope that this is right. We're gonna hope I get this right. Save settings. I think it's good. It might be, maybe. Oh, well, we'll find out eventually. And then the super chat one isn't popping up when I thought it would either. Okay, well, we're just going to hope that this works, man. We're just going to hope this works. Maybe I can change the audio in here as well. Alert box. Brand, thank you for the super chat once again, dude. You should play Bigfoot again. That would be fun. I wouldn't mind that. I do like it. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get this to work. Control audio via OBS. Okay, well, we'll see if this works, man. We'll see if this works. Minnie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. Had an awesome day on multiplayer yesterday. 2 legit albinos, level 7 lion, and level 4 croc. Let's go, Scott. Love to see it, dude. Love to see it. What's up, Mason? Got my first great one whitetail today. Nice, Paolo. That's awesome. That's super cool. Do piebald moose score top of estimate? They should, yeah. I believe most piebalds do. There might be like 1 or 2 species where that's not the case, but I think the majority do score top of estimate. What's up, Evan? You did, Ethan? Rip, dude, rip. Unfortunate. That's YouTube for you, though. Pretty sure I had a notification like 2 days ago pop up like 10 minutes late as well for a different YouTuber. Hey, little guy. Oh. What is this grind? This is fallow deer here. Did you get the great one, Red Fox? I mean, no, I'm incredibly early in the grind. I probably won't have it for a very long time. We're only like 200 kills in. So watch the NFL ever? Not really, no. I haven't been like too much into the NFL for over 10 years. 2014 was the last time I really watched it. Yeah, but nobody voted for it today, Bills fan. Nobody voted for Foxes today, so... Well, I mean, a few people did, but not enough to win the poll. There we go. That should be the end of that run. Let's just bounce over here, do a time reset, and be on our way. Bodie, thank you. What's up, dude? Thank you so much. You helped me get my first great one. Let's go, dude. Let's go. That's awesome. Can you go on multiplayer? No, I'm not going to play multiplayer. Especially not on live stream. I'll just get chased around by people.
Oh my gosh.
Brand, thank you for the super chat once again. If I could meet any YouTuber, I would want it to be you. Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. That's very nice. You voted for the pheasants? Yeah, I saw a few people voted for the pheasants. Sadly, the pheasants didn't get quite enough votes. There was one for whitetail / pheasants that was almost winning. Like, it was almost winning. But whitetail and fallow just egged it out by, like, probably 5% or something. It was a very small margin. You voted for bears, Liam? Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, you know, I'd be not opposed to hunting bears today, so I slapped them on there, but they didn't win, sadly. But hey, I don't mind fallow and whitetail, you know. I love hunting me some fallow and whitetail. Nice, 2 more dead. Also, guys, tonight we are doing something special. We're doing something special on my angling channel, Scarecrow the Angler. We're going to be playing Call of the Wild the Angler one last time. A bit of a farewell stream to the Angler. Because as a lot of you know at this point, the Angler got shut down. They're no longer developing it. We figure, let's do a farewell stream. Brand, thank you so much for the super chat again. I have to leave to go play sports in a minute. Oh, no worries, dude. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. And EC Gaming, thank you for the super chat as well. Can you tell me a tip to kill ringneck pheasants? Yes, hunt Salsvisen Park. First of all, that map is... Ooh, that's huge. Oh, that's huge. Or, actually, is that Big Rack? Yeah, that's Big Rack. That's got a chance of being something amazing. That has a chance of being incredible, dude. But anyway, for pheasant tips, Salsvisen Park is the best way to go when it comes to finding lots of pheasants. I recommend that, like, you search your map, try to find zones that have a group of pheasants. So, you know, a male or two plus a few females. Those are the best zones to hunt. And when you find them, just place a tent directly on top of the zone. That way, when you fast travel to them, they'll be right next to you. They'll fly off. You can shoot them as they're flying away. It's pretty awesome. Dude, look at that. That is incredible. A 264 chocolate. Almost max weight. That is so sick. I never get tired of seeing big rack fallow deer. Like, they're just so cool. Especially when it's the chocolate or white variations. And of course, you know, super rares are pretty lit too. But this is awesome. This is real cool.
Oh, yes! Oh my gosh!
Brand, thank you so much for the super chat once again. Where's the best map to grind whitetail? In my personal opinion, it's Layton Lakes. But a lot of people prefer Revon Tule Coast as well. There's a lot of people that swear by Revon Tule, but I really like Layton personally. Both are really good options, though. Like, there really is no wrong choice. It just comes down to which one you like more. There we go. How many tents per map? You can have up to 16 per map. Did you ever get a piebald whitetail typical rack? Great one? Nope. Nope. Never got a ultra rare whitetail or a typical rack. Hopefully today. Oh, nice, Scott. Hopefully you get it, dude. Why did it get shut down? The angler got shut down because it did not have very many people playing it. And obviously they can't justify consistent updates to a game where barely anybody plays it. Like with the consistency of the Anglers updates, there was no way it was making them any money with how small the player base was. Like, there's no way they were making money off of the Angler at that point. And as a business, you have to make money or else you have to shut down. Just the unfortunate way that it is, man. And I assume that was probably the fate of the Angler because the game just never grew. I mean, when the console release happened, obviously, like, it grew a little bit because there was console players that came in now. But, like, it was on Xbox Game Pass, so I would assume there was a lot of people that just played it on Game Pass. And, I mean, they're not going to make much money off of that, I would imagine. It was just an unfortunate situation for the Angler. It just never got the popularity that it needed to be a sustainable thing, you know? Deadeye, thank you for the super chat, dude. What is the best map for red deer? Probably Tiabaroa by quite a long shot, actually. He spawned at 2,557 kills. He was a tight cluster rack. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Love to see those, like, wonky or, like, super wide or tight versions of different great ones. Like, super cool. Super cool. Game had so much potential. It did. It definitely did. And that was honestly why the Angler died, is because it had so much potential, but they never capitalized on the things that actually would have kept the game alive. Like, we needed trophy lodges. We needed better trophy shots. We needed, you know, rare variations of fish. We needed, to be honest, like, the legendaries to work different. The legendaries did not work in a way that was, like, fun. If they were, like, a great one, then the legendary system would have been so much cooler. And, like, aside from that, they added some of the cool stuff way too late. Like, they added fish variations towards the very end of the game's life cycle. Like, if they had released variations, like, a year ago, and they were better looking than what a lot of them are, then the Angler would probably still be a game that's getting developed, right? Like, it would probably still be going... Yeah, rod holders as well. It needed those from the start, man. It really did. There was so much things that they either did too late, or they just didn't do well, or didn't do it all that could have saved the game. Brand, thank you for the super chat. What should my first great one be? I would personally recommend fallow deer on Tiabaroa. It is much easier than a lot of other grinds to get set up on. Definitely would recommend that. Nothing here. Rip! Hey, Crom, 2,965 kills into my fallow Great One grind with no Great One. Is that good or bad? I mean, it's going to vary from person to person. I'd say, like, 3K kills is not unheard of. Although most people do get their Great One fallow in 2,000 or less. You know, I've had kills over 2,000 myself. And I've known quite a few people that have as well. It's a little bit of a longer grind to be at 3K on fallow, but it's not unheard of, you know? There's a lot of randomness with Great One grinding that makes it so you sometimes just get bad grinds. Just how it is. Smoke, thank you for the membership. Welcome back. Legendary fish were only fun when it was your first time fishing for them. Exactly, Faded. That was like one of the problems with it. They should have made them more like special, but they didn't. Will people get refunds for the angler? No, they definitely won't. I mean, most people have owned the angler for years. You don't get refunds for a game that you've dumped hours into. Like, I don't think that's ever been a policy for any game or any game platform, right? If you've got like 10, 15, 20 hours out of a game, there's no way any company would issue a refund. Especially if the game, you know, was not financially viable anyway, like that would just make them lose even more money, right? Because they said in the their like closing post on their website that, you know, the game was being shut down because the amount of people that played it just didn't, like, it just wasn't enough. Like, it just wasn't enough for the game to continue on. So that just tells me that they were losing money on it. Did I ever say thank you to Smoke? Oh, you were doing your member milestone after the membership. Okay. Well, welcome back, Smoke. Hope you're doing good. Glad for Game Pass didn't have to buy it. Yeah, and honestly, I feel like that was one of the things that hurt them as well, is like, because like Xbox Game Pass is really only beneficial to a game developer if those people that are playing it on Game Pass buy a bunch of DLC and microtransactions and stuff like that, right? So I would assume that because a lot of the Anglers DLCs aren't exactly the most like necessity type things. I mean, like you can play on all the maps if you just join a friend that owns it. So I would assume that there was probably a lot of people that just downloaded the game on Game Pass and never bought a single DLC. And so at that point, they're just playing the game for free, right? And I mean, I'm sure that there's probably a cut given to developers from like Game Pass, I would imagine, since, you know, with Game Pass, you're part of a subscription service, right? So I would assume they get some of the revenue from the subscriptions, but it's probably not much considering there's so many games on Game Pass. I would imagine it just was not financially like viable for them to keep going. Boom. But anyway, back to what we originally were talking about. We're going to do an angler stream tonight on my angling channel. At the end of this stream, I'll send you all over there. And we can, if you want to stick around and have some fun one last time on the angler, then, you know, stick around. We'll have a ton of fun tonight. Gonna be playing with all the homies. And yeah, it should just be a good time. Should just be a good time on the angler like old times. Looks like I missed a super chat. Logan, thank you for the super chat. Any idea why my respawns won't come back? Every like 50 kills, I have to go shoot other things on my map for like 15 minutes with full HM, 20 kills a run. I mean, is it whitetail you're hunting? If it's whitetail, that's pretty normal. I mean, whitetail are weird like that, where sometimes they will just stop respawning for a little bit. Usually what I do is I just keep doing a few runs through all the zones until they show up, or I'll just like stand at the first zone and like go get a drink or make some food for like 10 minutes. And then I'll come back and they're usually fine. Whitetail are weird. They've been weird for a while. Brian, thank you for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. You should help KG get a great one. I mean, that would be a fun video. Thing is, I don't know if he wants somebody else to help him get his first great one, you know? I kind of feel like he'd like to, you know, just find it on his own as a, like, natural, organic thing. But, I mean, I'll definitely ask him about it. See if he wants to do something like that. But that is totally up to him, you know? How do you do HM? You kill the big ones, leave the small ones. The more small ones you get on your map, the larger the remaining ones will respawn as. Tons of guys on the channel if you want to check it out. Hey, Crow just got a 30 kill Great One Red Deer. Let's go, Coop. That's insane. Of course, DH. I can see everybody's chats. Just because I can see them, though, doesn't mean I'm going to, like, read off every single message. We've got hundreds of messages coming through. And as you can see with the chat that's up on screen, by the time I read off one or two, all the others that were on there are probably off the screen. So I'm obviously not purposely ignoring you, brother. I probably get to read like 1 in 10 chats. Oh, Disc, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Hope you're doing good, Sir Disc. Sir Discus fam. Oh yeah, KG does a ton of IRL stuff as well. But believe it or not, guys, he actually plays a lot of Call of the Wild. He does a lot of Call of the Wild. He just doesn't upload videos on everything he does like I do, you know? Like like you guys said, he's got his main channel. That's his main focus. And so, unlike someone like myself who uploads pretty much everything I do on the game, like for him, Call of the Wild's like a passion thing. It's like 100% like a side project type of thing. Something he does because he enjoys it. Something he's doing for fun. And so he doesn't post a lot of his stuff. I was chatting with him when we were doing our recording, and I mean, he's got a lot of hours on the game. He has a lot of time spent in Call of the Wild. Grinding's just not his thing, you know? He just likes hunting in like a more realistic fashion, just running around. That type of stuff. Just having fun with it. Brand, thank you for the super chat. How many great ones have you ruined? 2 or 3. 2 or 3. Can't remember exactly. How many kills in? 439 as of now. I probably should have looked over there before walking up. Boop. 440 now. 440 kills, man. What do you need for a diamond crocodile grind? I mean, it's just like any other grind. Tents. Stands if you want to reduce hunting pressure. Big thing about like crocodile grinding is a lot of them are going to be solos, right? So they're going to move around whenever you shoot them. But I mean, it's the same concept for every species in the game. You set up tents on their zones, use stands and blinds to reduce pressure, and get to blasting. Fran, thank you for another super chat. 5,000 diamonds on the stream, maybe. I mean, we're pretty far away from that. I don't think that's going to happen. There's no way I get 78 diamonds in a 2-hour stream. Boom. Exactly. Just keep shooting. Blast them. Demolish them. What great one should I go for? Whitetail deer or moose? How about whitetail deer? Whitetail's fun. I like whitetail. Any HM tips for whitetail on Layton? And do you have a guy that's up to date for Layton whitetail HM? So, yes, I do, for the most part, have a guide that's somewhat up to date for whitetail HM. So, my HM guide for whitetail is up to date except for a couple of things. When I made that guide, you could still main menu to force respawns. And also, if you place a tent on top of a zone and fast traveled there, the animals just wouldn't render in, and so you could, you know, shoot animals across the way, then fast travel to claim them, and then shoot the ones that you had placed your tent on top of, right? Like, you used to be able to put, like, a tent on each zone and, like, you know, use 2 tents for 2 zones, essentially. But obviously, like, now that animals render in and spook when you fast travel directly on top of them, that's not possible anymore. So aside from those 2 things being different, everything else in that guide should be up to date. Brendan, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Is it possible to overherd manage an animal? Well, in terms of like getting trophies wise, no. However, if you herd manage them too far, you'll just not have a lot of animals to shoot, and that can make like getting respawns take forever. Which obviously that slows down your grind. It's not as fun if you're having to wait a long time and then you're only shooting like 10 animals or something. So I guess, yes, you technically can over HM, but not in terms of like trophies wise. Like the more you HM, the more of your respawns are going to come back as diamonds and potentially great ones. So it depends on how you mean it. Hey Lance, I'm doing good. Duck, thank you for the super chat as well. 10.1k whitetail still isn't here. Save me. Oh no, dude. Oh no. Rip. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. What's my favorite fallow deer that I've killed? For a great one, probably my fabled Mocha blade rack. If we're talking like in general, probably the diamond melanistic, man. Like diamond mela is actually no. I'd say one of the diamond albinos. I really like the albino fallow. Hey Zyro, my day is going good. Hopefully yours is too. In 3 of my main zones, I don't have shootable males and was wondering what to do. Most likely, if you don't have shootable males anymore, you either manage them down in your main zones, right? Like you either manage them down or they've gone to other zones. If you manage them down, just go ahead and shoot them. If it's a main zone, you don't want low levels there. If it's a main zone, shoot any of the like low levels that have respawned in those zones, because you want those to go into the zones you're not hunting. Like you want those to go into your exteriors, not your main zones. What's my favorite great one? Definitely the moose, man. Definitely the moose. They are just unbeatable in my opinion. What's up, Doan? How you doing, brother? Doan, we're doing an angler stream tonight for Tackle Tuesday over on the angling channel. I don't know if you have time to, but if you want to come fish with us one last time, man, let us know, because we're going to do kind of like a send-off stream for the angler. One last Tackle Tuesday. Thank you, Ariel. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today. Like, the other day when I had the stream originally scheduled, I was just not feeling like in a social mood. I was in one of those moods where I just didn't want to talk to anybody. And so I was like, I don't feel like streaming today. I'm not feeling very good. Oh, hey. You're pretty thick there, bud. Holy. Monster. What's happening to the angler? Oh, it's getting shut down because it wasn't popular enough. So obviously, like, if it's not popular enough, they're not making their money back. So they had to shut down the angler. Because unfortunately, man, if you're a development company, if you're not making money on something, it's not a good idea to continue it. So RIP the angler. It will be missed. It had so much potential. I really wish they had just done stuff like trophy lodges, man. Just, they had done trophy lodges like after the first year or within the first year or even launched with them, like the game probably wouldn't be dead right now. It's unfortunate. You could get a great one piebald, what would you do? I mean, I'd freak out. I'd be freaking out because that would be the rarest thing in the world. I'd be one of only like less than 10 people that had one. What great one should they come with next? I don't know. Because like I personally would prefer an elk or a mule deer. But there's also a lot of other ones that get requested quite often. Like a lion or a Cape buffalo. I see a lot of requests for a wolf. Like, I mean, there's a lot of cool options they could go with. But I really think that an elk or a mule deer would be the best bet for the next ones. Fantastic, Koopler. Fantastic. You love to see it, brother. Just a starter, what map do you think I should buy for my first one? Personally, I would say Salzwiesen Park. It's the most recent map. It is very heavily catered towards, like, small game hunting and bird hunting, which is honestly ideal for the stuff you start out with when you first get the game. So in my opinion, it's going to be the best map to start out on. Because like everything on that map, you'll be able to shoot with the 2 guns you start with. How many mice do you go through a year? Not a lot, actually. Usually a mouse lasts me 1 to 2 years. Pretty sure this Razor Viper Ultimate that I'm using right now, I think I've had it for like a year and a half. Probably one of the best mice I've ever used. Absolutely love this thing. Like, I've used mice that cost twice as much as this thing, and they didn't last nearly as long or perform as good as this. This mouse is just a good mouse. Nice, Winger. That's awesome, dude. Let's go, man. Love to see those diamond tigers. What do you think the next map and great one will be? So for map, from the winter preview show they did in December, it looks like the next map is going to have snow. And I mean, if they're going to do snow, I want it to be a British Columbia map. Like a BC map would just be so cool, in my opinion. I've wanted a BC map for years at this point. Because I feel like it's the perfect opportunity to like reuse some species that need to be on another map. Stuff like Roosevelt elk, stuff like the black-tailed deer. Like, they desperately need another map to hunt them on. And so I would love to see a BC map. I feel like that would just be phenomenal. But you have 94 whitetail zones on Layton School? That is not normal. You sure you typed that out right? 94 zones? You should not have 94 whitetail zones. Or is that like combined? Is that like drink zones, feed zones, and rest zones combined? Because you shouldn't have more than like 75 drink zones. Except for like maybe small exceptions where you might have 1 or 2 more. But 94 sounds insane. If you have 94, then I don't know what to tell you. That doesn't seem normal at all. Unless you've like shot a bunch of zones down to a solo doe and then new herds like spawned in, and so there was still that solo doe zone, but like a new herd popped in as well. I mean, I suppose that could be the case. That's probably the only way you could get 94. Is if you just kept like shooting zones down to solo does. Is 94 good or bad? It's abnormal. That's what it is, Awesome Andy. Usually you should only have 60 to 75 drink zones for whitetail on Layton. And usually you'll have way less than 75 when you start, and then as you hunt the map and, you know, mess up zones and like, you know, the respawns kind of spread out and stuff, like as that happens, it'll go up a little bit. But you should never have 94. That's ridiculous. They should add a great one, Gemsbach. I actually agree. I think that would be cool. It'd be very different. It would be actually pretty cool, I think. When's the next Great One Whitetail grind? Later in the stream, Ken. Later in the stream. How many pheasant Great One zones should I have? I didn't count pheasants, man. Because there's so many solos. Does HM affect Great One spawns? I personally believe it does. I feel like I've seen enough proof of that through my grinds and other people's grinds that do HM. The thing about HM, and I think this is why like the opinions are so skewed across the board, and why like a lot of people believe it doesn't, a lot of people believe it does, is because I feel like a lot of people just don't do HM right, or they don't take it as far as other people do, and so they don't see like the increase in great ones. Whereas, you know, someone like myself, or I buy premiums, you know, we take HM really far. We get to the point where we're getting a diamond every 10 to 15 kills on a lot of these grinds. And so we see that massive increase in like short great one grinds. But I feel like there's a lot of people, you know, either they don't understand HM fully, or maybe they just don't have enough time to play the game and grind out like crazy. Because obviously, people like myself, we're major exceptions where we can play as much as we want every day. So, like, I feel like that is why there's a lot of people that don't believe that it increases great one spawns. It's because, you know, a lot of people just don't have the time to dump into the game like content creators do. So I do feel like it affects them. I definitely do. But I feel like you have to get HM to a pretty good state for it too. And I definitely think that some species are different with it. I do feel like there's some species where they just seem to get affected so much more. Like, for example, fox are really difficult to HM. They're very difficult to HM. And so we've been seeing a lot of long fox grinds. I mean, I have not seen hardly any short fox grinds from the community. And I mean, it makes sense. They're so tough to grind. Dude, where is our fallow? Where are they, bro? Where are they? What is going on here? Come on. Respawn. Show up. Come on. Thank you, Reed. Hopefully we get something good. Is iBuy on console? Nah, he's on PC. Just like me. Is EW going to add squirrel? I sure hope so. iBuy's fox grind was like 800 kills. That lucky duck. How dare he? I know Johnny's at like almost 3,000 kills on fox for males only. I know Kyla was at like 3,000 males. I don't know what Mel was at. They're still not here. Well, next zone we go. You should hunt tigers and snow leopards next stream? Maybe, Jack. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I might do that for a video, actually. I might do a snow leopard video soon, because I do need to try and get a diamond one still. Nothing here. What's going on, bro? Cole, thank you for the super chat. Shoulder do some fun for 5,000 diamonds. Snow leopard. Oh, should do something fun for 5,000 diamonds. Snow leopard. I mean, that would be cool. That would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind that. But I don't know if I could like keep myself from hunting like great ones still, and I'd be getting diamonds on those grinds. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I forgot to main menu. I'm an idiot. Chat, why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you tell me, chat? Disc, thank you for the super chat. Have fallow super HM, dime every 12 to 15 kills. I only have a little over 4k fallow kills, but I have 5 great ones and 1 super. Longest grind was 1365. Oh yeah, that's what we love to see, brother. That's what we love to see. I do feel like fallow are exceptionally easy to HM. What animal do you think EW should add next? I mean, if I had the choice of one species to just put in the game right now, it would be the pure David's deer, because they're so different and weird and just unique. And there's really not a lot of places where you can hunt them aside from game ranches. I feel like they'd be really cool. All right, let's smoke him. Nothing over there. Bruh. Why the fallow being weird? Even after a main menu, they're still being weird. Come on, bro. Come on. Sloth bear? Ooh. I have heard about those. They seem cool. That'd be interesting for sure. What's up, Justin? We probably will in the future, Bodhi. We've done them in the past, but might do them in the future too. You never know. I have no clue, James. No clue. One of the moderators can probably tell you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Pro Play. Get better soon, man. That's a high temperature. Jeez. Keep a cold cloth on your head. Drink lots of water. Try to keep yourself cool as much as you can. How long does it take for whitetail to respawn? I mean, it seems like every species is about the same, man. Just like a few minutes. We don't know the exact time, but it seems like if you spend like 5 or 6 minutes hunting, they should be respawned by then. However, whitetail have this weird thing where, like, for some reason, whitetail deer just don't respawn as consistent unless you're killing a lot of them. Like, I have to kill around 20 or more whitetail per run to get consistent respawns. If I kill less than that per run, I have way more scenarios where, like, only half of them respawn on my next run. Whereas, like, with other species, like bears, like, they just respawn pretty reliably and instantly. So it's like, yeah, whitetail they're a little weird in that case, but it's not as so much like a time thing for whitetail. It's more of like you're just not killing enough if they're not respawning. You kill about 20 per run before going back to the first zone. It should go a lot smoother. And make sure you go to the main menu after every single run to get the animals out of their nervous state. Because although you cannot force respawns by main menuing anymore, you can still make them stop being nervous by doing so. And that will bring them back to their zone quicker. Because if you get a respawn, but the herd is still nervous, they're not going to come back to the zone. Guno, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, dude. Hope you're doing amazing. Yeah, I mean, best way to figure it out, James, is to, like, have one of the members or moderators bring up the rules command, and then just read through it and see if there was any of those rules you broke, you know? You should go on a duck hunt. Maybe one of these days, Oliver. Like, duck hunting's not really my favorite thing in the game, so I don't do a lot of it. I kind of got to be in that mood, you know? I got to be in a duck hunting mood. What was my easiest great one grind, or something that would be easy? I mean, fallow deer, I would say, is the easiest great one grind. And then pheasant are like a very close second. For sure. Yeah, Norway would be cool, Leander. For sure. When will I stream with Brobra? Tonight, actually, Jack. Tonight, Brobra will be joining us for Tackle Tuesday. So if you want to see some content with Brobra, tonight's the night. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be starting up a stream on my angling channel. And we will be going for some diamonds and stuff on the angler. One last stream for the angler. It's going to be fun. In fact, I need to real quickly make sure I've got the redirect set up so that whenever I end this stream, it'll just send you guys over there. Where is it? There we go. Okay, now we're ready to go. So whenever I get done with this stream here for the hunter, for those of you that are in the YouTube chat, it'll send you guys over to my Scarecrow the Angler channel. It'll send you to that live stream. And then within like 30 minutes, I'll end up going live on that channel and we'll play the Angler. If you're on Twitch, I'll be streaming it on Twitch as well. Essentially at the end of this stream. The stream will just end, right? And then I'll restart it later when we do the Angler. Probably not, country boy. Probably not. Boom! That's a big boy dime. That's a huge diamond right there. Boom. What will the chat be connected to? Whenever I end this live stream, you guys will be redirected to my angling channel. It'll send you to my scheduled live stream over there for tonight. Because at 5 p.m. we're going to stream The Angler on my Scarecrow the Angler channel. With Brobra, Nate. Actually, Nate's not going to be there because I think he's sick. But Brobra will be there. Caitlin will be there. I believe Dre Talk, Jivers. Possibly some other people as well. I think. Trying to remember who else will be in voice chat. I'm drawing a blank. What's up, Billy? Not Uncle Nate? I know, right? R.I.P. Nate, man. He's all sick and stuff. Who knows? Maybe he'll feel better before the stream starts, but not looking likely for old Nate. Poor Nate, man. Getting sick and stuff. First time I felt bad for Unk. Wow. Wow, Liam. Rude. Because of last night? Probably Bills fan. His stream yesterday was wild. Could I do a fallow Great One grind on Emerald? Probably not, Sanders, because I'm already doing a Fox grind on Emerald. So I would not be able to do a fallow grind on there. There we go. Fallow grind's pretty good. Getting diamonds relatively quick. Nice, Uncle Fat Cat. Glad they are behaving. Smoked. Nice, Will. I'm doing good, somebody. Yes, you can only use 16/10 per map, B-Ball Reynolds. You can only use 16/10 per map. That's like the hard cap they've got set on it. So you cannot go past that. I wish they would bump it up to 20, personally. I think 20 would be great. Because I don't know, man. I just feel like the number 16 is such a random number to cap it at. I really wish they would bump it up to 20. That seems more like a normal number to cap it at, you know?
Oh my God.
Yes, Glory Days I have. I've been talking to her about it. Just Gaming, thank you for the super chat. I'll be a member for a long time now, 1 month late. Let's go, dude. Welcome back. Appreciate you as always. As always, brother. That's per map, B-Ball Reynolds. That's per map. 16/10 per map. All right, guys. We've been doing 56 minutes of fallow. So it's time to go and shoot ourselves some whitetail. Let's do it. Can we finally get the typical rack? Probably not. Probably not. Knowing my luck. Probably not. We can hope, though. We can hope. They should do 30/10 per map. I think 30's a bit much. I feel like 20 would be the sweet spot. Anyway, this guy right here, I did an intro for a video right before the stream because I'm doing a 3-day Great One grind. So I saw this guy already before I started the stream doing my intro. So let's take him down finally. There's nothing else that I can tell, at least. You know, of course the level 3s show up now, but during the 60-minute trophy challenge, they just refuse to. Man, oh man. Never mind. I think it's diamond. I think it will be. It looks like it could be, at least. Oh, that's the plan, Fabled Chicken. That's the plan. What gun do I use? So if I'm shooting the like normal bucks, I use the 300. If I'm shooting diamonds or rares, I use the 303 or like another class 4 to 8 weapon. I'm not really too picky with it. Boom, that's a diamond. Let's go. Called it. Called it, man. Called it. Later, Cole. That's pretty normal with Whitetail, Isaac. Like, you get a lot of diamond level 2s with them. If you're herd managing especially, you know? If you're herd managing, you will likely see a lot of diamond level 2s. And just like diamond rack level 2s in general, even if they end up trolling. Which, you know, technically it's not a troll because it's a 2. 2s can't troll. 2s can't technically troll because they're not a max level. Wait, that's a 3? Dude, he's so twisty. Oh my gosh, that spread is so bad. That's such a cool looking buck. Dude, I didn't even know that was a 3 at first. I was like, what? That's a 3? He didn't even look like a 3 at first glance. I was just, you know, going here and I'm like, that's a 2. No, it's a 3. What? Gosh, dang it. Okay, 2 dead. 2 dead. Good enough. What is this guy even going to score? Will he even make it? He might not make it. I mean, ooh, yeah. Okay, he actually made it. 264. I guess it's because this antler kind of goes high up, so it still gives him more tip-to-tip spread. If this antler was like down closer to that, it would probably lose a couple points. That's pretty cool. I might tax that. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Because I've already got like bajillions of whitetail diamonds taxed, but this guy's really cool. So I don't know. Thing is, it's just going to be in my trophy manager, and I'll probably forget what it even is. Unless I like put it in a lodge somewhere. So I don't know. I don't know what we should do with this guy. I'm going to say we'll tax it for now. We'll tax it just because it's really wonky and weird. Just because it's wonky and weird, we will tax this guy. Oh gosh, Liam, rip. I'm raid crazy. That's whitetail, man. That's how my whitetail are. I think my best diamond rates on my grinds is my whitetail, red deer, and fallow. I think they've got the best diamond rate. Although fallow have been weird since I came back to them. I mean, at this point, I'd say probably just whitetail and red deer are my two, like, super high diamond rate grinds. Maybe bears. Maybe bears. My gosh, dude. When will they fix this? Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Why does it, like... wonder why it does that. Wonder why sometimes we get stuck, like, behind that. Really curious about that. Because it doesn't seem to matter like where I place my tents. Like it happens every once in a while. Most of the camos I'm using are not from DLCs, B-Bald Reynolds. Most of them were from like limited time skin packs that you could only get during certain holidays. And you had to have an Apex Connect account in order to even like be able to get them. So most of them are limited edition things that you can't get anymore. Dude, how is there $4 here? This is crazy. Two down. That guy's probably a dime as well. We'll take 3 kills. That's not bad. P.S. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing amazing. I mean, that's up to you, Sanders. If you want to do a grind on Emerald for them, then go for it. That's 100% up to you, man. Boom. Dime 3 in 1 run. Dude, you know what's insane to think about, chat? You know what's insane, chat? The fact that 60-minute trophy challenge that I uploaded today, right? We needed to get 4 more diamonds to win it, right? This is literally 1 run after I stopped recording for 60-minute trophy challenge, and we had 3 diamonds. And we're not even done with the run. That is insane. If we had gone, if we had like 10 more minutes in the challenge, man, we could have got it. I guess it's 2 runs after. I guess it's 2 runs after, not 1. So actually, never mind. Maybe we wouldn't. But if I had done whitetail the whole video, we would have completed that challenge. Because I guess this was actually 2 runs after, because I did 1 run for the like intro of the video. Or no. No, I didn't. When was it? I'm tripping, chat. Trying to remember when I did a run. I know I did a run or 2. Was it last night? It must have been last night. It must have been last night during Nate's crazy stream. Scarecrow can't even remember at this point. I shoot so many animals in this freaking game. Luke, thank you for this 37 months, man. Hope you're well, man. Congrats on 100 great ones. Thank you, dude. I'm doing good. Doing solid. Hopefully you are too. Hopefully you are too. Wow, it didn't even die. Disgusting. Get away from me, whitetail deer. P.S. Thank you for the super chat as well. Can a dead zone cause a herd to switch areas? Yes, it definitely does. Every single time, actually, for the most part. If you delete a zone from hunting pressure, they 99% of the time will move to a completely different area. It's very rare that they even come back near that area. Usually they'll move, you know, a few hundred meters to like a kilometer or 2 away from where you deleted the zone. Yes, that's incredibly common for them to not come back after you delete a zone. Got a great one, whitetail right now. Nice, dude. Nice. $2 there. $213 kills on the whitetail grind. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, Blue. We were talking about that. They said like dead zones, which is the high hunting pressure. If you max out hunting pressure, it's called a dead zone now. That is what we were referring to. Harry, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have a recommendation for having 1 or 2 big solos on fallow grind left? I always have to look for their location around the river on Emerald. Okay, so if you only have 1 or 2 left, I probably would just shoot them down to like any size level 3. I wouldn't bother like trying to get them to be super small. I've got a few like big level 3s still on my Tiabaroa grind, and it didn't affect me at all for the most part. Like, it's okay to leave a couple of them. I'd just try to get them down to level 3s and call it good there. I've done those a long time ago, Frosty. I did a face reveal years ago, then did multiple streams and videos after that with face cam. It's just not my thing. I just don't like it, so I don't do it often. Dylan, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, dude. Nah, there is no Great One Lion. They don't exist. What's my favorite Great One in my lodge? In my entire lodge, probably my fabled two-tone typical rack moose. But the fabled two-tone big rack moose is very close, and so is my like 50-50 rack whitetail deer with the squished Kinsko rack and half typical rack. That thing looks sick. I'd say that's probably my 3 favorites. It's so tough to choose. You just got a melanistic tiger? Let's go. That's awesome. Love to see it. Love to see you, man. No, you cannot shoot like through one animal and into another in Call of the Wild. There is no, like, over-penetration or anything like that. Sadly, you cannot collateral animals. And to be honest, I'm kind of glad you can't, because people would accidentally kill does so often because they're standing behind a buck. It would really shake up grinding, and I don't think it would do it in a good way. I think it would shake it up in an annoying way. It's like, for a game like Way of the Hunter, it makes sense to have that because it's focused more on realism, right? And there's a lot of scenarios in Way of the Hunter where I've shot through an animal and you see it ricochet off the ground behind it, or you see it like hit another animal behind, and it's super cool because that game's, you know, focused more on realism and a slower pace style. Whereas Call of the Wild, it's a little more fast paced. It's more like casual. So I kind of don't think it needs that. I kind of don't think Call of the Wild needs something like that in it. Sadly, yes, Beck. Sadly, they can. Unfortunately. First stream, hopefully it brings some luck. Hopefully, dude. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My dog is tripping. I don't know what he's doing. Hunter's doing something, man. Come on, where'd it go? 25% left. It can't be that far. There's no way it's very far away. There's no way. There we go. Finally got it. What's up, Justin? Hope you're doing good. Happy birthday. Traveling. No, it's past their time. Unacceptable. How dare you, Buckaroo? How dare you? I didn't say you guys could leave your zone. Not acceptable. I was about to say, get that kid out of the chat. My gosh. Don't come into here with your, like, racist stuff. Stay out. I've seen all the tricks, man. You can't get me to say something like that. I've seen all the tricks. Have fun in the gulag, man. Yeah, out of here. Yeah, out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, Sanders. I saw that and I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, brother. You can't fool Scarecrow. I've been on the internet the majority of my life. I've seen everything. Boom. Ooh. Hey, guaranteed diamond. Should I shoot it on the run? Probably gonna mess it up, but... No? I think we got it. Maybe? It's iffy. It's a little guy, though, so I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully, Oliver, we'll try to kill one. Gurnzilla, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 7 months. Let's go, dude. Hey, Crow, how's the grinding going? It's going pretty good, man. It's going solid. Lots of diamonds today. Was that level 2? It was. That was a level 2 guaranteed diamond. Yeah, I don't get it, Silas. I've never understood it. I mean, it's kids, right? Like, it's kids who think they're funny, think they're edgy. That's all it is. It's just edgy teenagers. That's all it is. Almost everybody's been at a point in their life when they're like 15 years old. They think that being edgy's funny. Then you grow up, you know, you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and you're like, yeah, this ain't cool anymore. Dylan, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, dude. Hey, Crow, 7.5k into fallow number 1 at 981. Wait, 7.5k into fallow number 1. Great one at 981. I'm sad. Wait, I'm confused. Did you get a great one? Are you saying you got a great one at 981 but haven't got one since then? Oh, I think that's what you're saying, right? So you got your first at 981 and now it's been 7.5k since you got it? Brutal, man. Brutal. Ooh. Well, what happens when you take a Scarecrow level shot? Fantastic. For real, Jivers. Some people aren't very bright. I mean, you know, with all the geniuses we have in the world, there had to be a few people that they took all that smarts from, you know? Boom. You have a kid? I do. I have a daughter. I can tell you one thing. Ain't no way she'll act like that when she's older. Ain't no way. Boom. Oh no, I was 0 to 75! Ew, no! Dang it. I tapped the button too much. I zeroed to the wrong distance. Wouldn't be a Scarecrow stream if I didn't zero wrong at least once. No, she's too young to play video games, Beck. She's only 3. You probably just need to manage it down more, Micah. If you're only getting average size whitetail on your grind, then you're not managed enough. That's really all it comes down to. You just need to herd manage it more. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. You know what's wild, guys? Like all you were saying, like a W Crow, W Father, W Pops. You know what's crazy though? That shouldn't even be like an abnormal thing. Like that should just be the normal with parents. It should just be normal to like make sure your kid behaves and doesn't like get into trouble all the time. Like it's just unfortunate that nowadays there's a lot of parents that don't pay attention to their kids. I'll never understand it, but it's so sad that it's at a point where, you know, I just do the stuff that I'm supposed to, and people are like, "You're a fantastic father," and it's like that should just be the norm. It shouldn't be like what I do, how I raise my daughter shouldn't be like a rarity. It shouldn't be like an abnormally like good thing. It should just be the norm. People should just always want to make sure their kids behaving and not like being rude to people and stuff. That's just so wild how the world has digressed in that state. Or regressed? I think regressed is the term. While the world has advanced in so many ways, manners sure ain't one of them. Unfortunately. Whoa. Did I just see a melanistic? I think I just saw a mela run off. Chat, did you guys see that, like, that silhouette in the background run off? I swear to God, I either saw a melanistic whitetail or a black bear run off. Not sure which, but that looked really dark compared to the others. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. We're not doing too bad today. We're doing pretty good. No, I'm probably not going to be gifting any memberships tonight. I don't want to do it every stream or else it doesn't seem as special, you know? Ten Fabled coming soon. I hope. That would be incredible. Be awesome if we could get a 10 Fabled to pop within the next, like, 40 minutes or so. And bears jump basically anywhere, or is it certain radius to where they can jump? It really depends, like... As far as we know, the top left corner of Silver Ridge Peaks, like, the bears only respawn in that area. But, like, other parts of the map, they seem to be able to spawn in other parts. Whoa. Okay, so there is 5 deer here. That had to be a mela. Guys, that had to be a mela. Okay, so that's a buck track. I gotta know. I gotta know. There was a third buck here. Please be a mela. Because that looked really dark as it was running away. It looked much darker than the others. I don't know if it was just the shadows, which it very well could have been because it was in the trees, but even then, I don't think it would look that dark. Ah, it's normal. Okay, it's just a normal dark brown. Bro was tripping. It was the shadows. Oh no. Oh well. Hate to see it, man. How many kills? 226. A Scarecrow podcast? Ah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could be interesting for like an hour straight talking about like random topics. Unless it was like a once a month Call the Wild podcast, I could maybe see that working out pretty good. Like I just get a bunch of my friends together and we talk Call the Wild and hunting games in general for like an hour or two. I could see that kind of working out. I could see that be pretty fun. Or maybe we could do it to where like there is no like set schedule for it. That could be kind of fun. Because I mean, I've always wanted to do like a little bit of a podcast for years. I've like talked about it with friends and we just never did it. I think it would be fun. I've talked with other content creators before about it too, but like none of us have ever like actually gone through with it. I probably will at some point, Wham. Call it the Crowcast. See, that's the name that I was thinking of. That actually is the name that I've thought of, was the Crowcast. Or, you know, something Call of the Wild related, like the Callcast or the Huntercast or something like that. It's like, I don't know. I just don't know if I could keep it up. I mean, I guess I could always try it. Do one episode. If I like it, continue doing it. If you guys like it, continue doing it. And then, you know, if it ends up not working out, then it is what it is. I could always try doing like 1 or 2 episodes, I guess. We could make it so like every night we have, or like not every night, but every episode, we've got like a few set topics relating to hunting games. And then like a few topics that are not related to hunting games. And, you know, just kind of go through each of them throughout it. And however long it ends up being is how long it ends up being. I can see that being kind of fun. The question is, would I create a new channel for it? Or would I put it on this channel? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think they have a separate like tab for podcasts on YouTube. I think I saw something about that at one point. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, I don't know if there is a way to separate them. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something, man. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something that would be incredible. Why haven't I thought of this before? Okay, let me know what you guys think of this, all right? I have been wanting to give memberships more value on the channel for a long time. I started doing that with like early access to certain content and stuff. But what if we start this little podcast, we do like one of the month or something like that, and or like 1 or 2 a month, you know? And like everybody will get access to the Call of the Wild part of the podcast, right? And then like the non-Call of the Wild related section of the podcast could be like a members only thing. That way the members get like some more benefits of being a member, but I'm not like locking any Call of the Wild content behind the memberships. That would make it so you guys could see the Call of the Wild part of the podcast, and then like the like off-topic stuff could be members only. I think that would actually be a good way to do it. That way, like, everything gets, like, extra value, essentially. Hey, Coda, I'm doing good. Well, it looks like you guys like the idea. I mean, yeah, I guess we could try it at least. We could try it as, like, a little extra thing to do. I'm gonna have to talk to some of my friends and kind of, like, get things figured out, though. Because obviously I don't want to run it alone. That's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would use a webcam, because I'll be honest, man. My setup is not very clean at the moment. I need to go through and clean everything first. Like, the shelf behind me is a disaster. Now, I didn't forget this time, Wizard. We're halfway through our run and all of our deer have been here. Could get guest YouTubers as well. That would be the plan, Ronnie. That would be the plan. Boom. Yes, Scott, I will be. I will be sending everybody to the angler stream after I get done with the hunter part. Hey, Call the Wild Hunter. Thank you for the luck, dude. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, true. True, Coda, true. That is another reason for, like, not using the face cam is, yes, my daughter and my wife do walk into the room when I'm making content, so... Because, like, I stream and do content from our bedroom. And so, you know, obviously my wife is walking in throughout the day. And so is my daughter. So, yeah, I'd really have to get things set up in a very specific way for me to want to use face cam during the, like, a podcast or something. That is a very good point. Because as you guys know, I don't, like, post pictures of my daughter on the internet. I feel like... I don't know. I just don't like the idea of my daughter's face being out on the internet until she's older. Actually, why am I resetting? They're already there. They're already there, and it's a big buck, too. It's a big buck, too. That's a big buckaroo. Bars. Bars. We got bars. How does my YouTube career affect my actual life? It doesn't affect it really, Frosty. I mean, think of it this way. Like, since I do YouTube as a full-time job, I don't have any, like, other jobs that I'm doing. So I spend the same amount of time working on my channel as, like, somebody working a 9-to-5 would. You know, someone working at a grocery store or a restaurant. Like, I spend about the same amount of time each day doing content. And, like, whether that's streams or... videos or like editing or like planning out content for the future. Like, I don't spend the entire day doing it unless it's a big update. If we have a big update, I'll spend a couple weeks doing like 10 hours a day, maybe 12 hours a day. But in most cases, I'm working the same hours as most people. It's just I do YouTube instead of like other jobs. So it's very similar in terms of stuff like that. It doesn't actually limit my amount of family time and stuff like that. It's just a different kind of work, you know? I definitely have to work more days, but I still get a lot of time doing other stuff as well. Except, like I said, for the exception of big updates. Big updates like the December update, I was working all day, every day for like 3 weeks to a month because... I wanted to get those great one pheasants, and I was pumping out content like crazy and stuff like that. But most of the time, it's very similar in terms of like hours I work to like any other job. That was kind of a thick antlered deer. What's up, Johnny? You got a big old diamond crappie. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we figured it out, Coda. Essentially, like, if you have one of the, like, Amazon Fire TVs, it's very easy to, like, click on something and accidentally click one too many times, and boom, it buys a subscription to something. That's essentially all that happened, is she was clicking through the TV and just accidentally bought a subscription. We just canceled it, and they refunded us. It didn't have too much of a... It wasn't too big of a deal. That'd be hilarious, Jackson. I feel like I would drive people crazy if I did that. That would actually be kind of funny. Oh my gosh, that'd be such a funny April Fool's type of joke. We'll see. We might have to do something like that. What's up, FFL? And Spider. Crow's also a part-time rapper when he isn't streaming. Nah, dude, I'm part-time rapper while I'm streaming. I don't really talk about, like, my financial stuff, Jeffrey. because I like to keep a lot of things in my life private for the most part. The most I'll tell you is it's above average for a channel of my size. If you post everyday family-friendly content or post most days, it's above average. I think one of the biggest things that people get confused about with YouTube is, like, you'll hear a lot of YouTubers say that they don't make anything off of it, and, you know, they get millions of views. It is 100% down to consistency of your uploads and the type of content you upload and how much views you have on everything. So, like, I'm fine. You know, my family's fine. Obviously, I don't get into the details, but... It's a very, what's the word? It is such a intricate type of thing. Every single YouTuber is going to get paid differently for equal amounts of views. It is 100% unique to each channel. Because essentially the way it works on YouTube is, like, advertisers will decide, like, how much they want to pay per ad on each channel based on the type of content that person uploads and, like, how popular their channel is and stuff like that. Which is why you see a lot of, like, there's a lot of big YouTubers, right, that stopped cursing after YouTube kind of, like, got a little more strict with that stuff, because family friendly is just better on YouTube in terms of advertisers' eyes. Boom, shaka laka laka laka. No, Frosty, I don't accept Discord friend requests. I like to keep my friend lists to, like, friends of mine, you know? Like, IRL friends, internet friends. I don't add everybody that adds me. Best map for pheasants? Definitely Salsvisen Park. It's phenomenal. Yeah, it did, James. Oh yeah, for sure. Like the like restrictions and stuff for gun YouTubers is crazy. They never know when YouTube's gonna strike them down. There they are, finally. Any more? I'm starting to think I need to move this tent back. This is like a very regular thing where I'm too close and they don't render in. I think we need to move the tent back slightly, chat. I'm thinking we gotta move it back a little bit. Oh gosh, is there any place I can even place this? Bro, is that why I had it up here before? It probably is, honestly. Okay, Hunter, stay out of the way. Dog, no, dog, you kept walking. No, get back down here. Stay away. We're placing here. We're placing. We're tenting up, brother. Yeah, that's better. They will all render in properly now. Hey, that's why I got multiple channels, bunches. That's why I've got 3 different YouTube channels. I'm family friendly on this channel, and then my second channel, we let everything fly. It goes crazy. Scarecrow Uncensored is a different experience entirely from this channel. And then Scarecrow the Angler is kind of like an in-between channel where, you know, we get a little more loose on that channel, but not as crazy as the Scarecrow Uncensored channel. Hey, King of Psyduck, how's it going? Ever thought about an IRL gun channel? No, I to be honest, man, I wouldn't have time to do that. Because, like, I live in the city. I'd have to go to a gun range to, like, film anything. And I don't know, like, how many of them around here allow filming inside and stuff like that. And, like, I'm already so busy with the channels I've already got that I'd have to cut back on content for, like, the main channel to go do that for a day and stuff, you know? I probably will never do an IRL gun channel. As much as I would enjoy doing that. You sound like Rooster? Actually, Rooster sounds like me. I'm kidding, but For some reason, I get that a lot. I don't know why. We don't sound the same. I mean, there's some similarities. The only similarity I see is that we both have a slightly higher voice. Like, our voices aren't, like, super, super deep. That's the only similarity that I see. Brother, come on. Die already. I need heat-seeking bullets. EW, where's the heat-seeking bullets? I need them. I need them to cure my duck aim. Can't miss them if the bullet heat-seeks. What is the best PC? I mean, I don't know the exact, like, best PC combination of parts and stuff that you can get right now, but I wouldn't say that there necessarily is a best PC because there's a lot of, like, personal preference that goes into it. And budget is also a big thing. Like, there's the best, and then there's, like, the best for your budget, right? Because PC building is not cheap. What up, Miles? NASA PC. Oh yeah, there's some expensive PCs out there. I think it's like 35 to 45 MJP. I have 37 fallow zones on Tiabroa, mainly because a lot of my solos are in the exact same zones, so they didn't like spread out and make a bunch of zones. Fallow vary quite a bit because of all the solos. All right, let's see. Nothing. Nothing here. Hello, lurking moderator. How are you? Ah, you can't get away from me. Bro, gotcha. 250 kills on the grind, guys. Like $600 range. I'm going to be honest, man. There's not very many PCs for $600 that would be even like half decent for gaming. You really can't get a good gaming PC for $600. If you get one for $600, it'll probably barely be able to play Fortnite. You'll probably get like 40 FPS on Call of the Wild on low settings. Like, you really can't get a good PC for $600 nowadays. I don't recommend spending less than like 1,000, maybe 1,200 on a PC. Like, if you want to get a PC that's actually going to last you more than a couple of years before you have to replace it, you got to spend like $1,000 on it. I mean, there's PCs for less than that. They're just really low specs. Honestly, like, if you have a budget that's under 1,000, you might be better off with like a gaming laptop, because gaming laptops are in general like cheaper for similar performance. Obviously, there's downsides to laptops, but if you're on a budget, they are honestly not bad at all. Spend $200 on an Xbox One. It's the best console ever created. You know what's funny? It's actually considered to be one of the worst consoles ever created. Like, if we're talking like technologically, it is one of the worst consoles in terms of the hardware that's being used in it for the time it was created. Like, you can still like it. You can still enjoy the Xbox One, but I'm just saying it is not the best console ever created. A lot of people consider it to be the worst Xbox. Because the thing is, you gotta take into account like other consoles that were being made at the time, previous iterations of the Xbox and future iterations of the Xbox that were also put out. Like, were they like equivalent to their competition? I believe the Xbox One was just so much weaker than the PS4 and stuff like that. Oh, and I'll be right back. I hear my daughter throwing a temper tantrum. All right, I'm back. Boom! Smoked him. Smoked him, brother. Chat, I'm not stupid. There was obviously no great one. I'm not stupid, brother. Probably the 700th time you guys have tried to pull that over the 4.5, 5 years that I've done this. I ain't stupid. More than 700? Probably. Probably. As someone who has, you know, killed over 100,000 animals, actually over 130,000 animals on Great One grinds, I know every single zone on my map. I know which ones I've shot recently. I know where they're going to flee whenever I shoot them. The only ones that you could have seen going through here are the ones I just shot, or this zone, and we just killed the bucks out of that zone. So obviously there was no Great One, guys. Obviously there wasn't. Also, we're going to go ahead and end the stream real quickly because I've got the angler stream later. I got to go downstairs, get dinner before then. So we're going to end this stream here. I'm about to send you guys over to my angling channel. It's going to send you to the scheduled live stream that will be going live in 48 minutes. We're going to be going live in 48 minutes. If you're on Twitch, check back in 48 minutes. We'll be streaming the angler at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're on YouTube, you guys will be sent over to my second channel. And yeah, you can click notify me on the live stream, and it'll give you a notification when we go live. Colin, thank you for the super chat, dude. Do you leave small level 2 whitetail with your level 1s? Typically, no. I leave a few, but not very many. I think I only have like 15, maybe 20 of them on the map. The rest are level 1s and below, and then obviously my main ones that I'm shooting are level 2s and higher. Thank you for the super chat, though. I will see you guys later. Peace, peace.